So now we are starting with a panel discussion 3. The topic of the panel is Cybersecurity, Resilience and Future-Ready Enterprise Infrastructure. The moderator of the panel is Mr. Sujoy Brahmachari, CIO and CISO, Rosmerta Technologies Limited, Gurgaon. The esteemed panelists include Mr. Gaurav, Chief Technical Officer, Technocentric Advisory, New Delhi, Mr. Mohd, Kaishulla, CIO, EPACK Durable Limited, New Delhi, Dr. Arvind Bhisikar, Executive Director IT, Indian Ports Association, New Delhi, and Mr. Shivendra Yadav, CTO, NVIDIA Ecosystem, HCLTech, Noida. Can we please have all the esteemed panel speakers on the stage, please?
So do we start? So good afternoon, everyone. So we are here to discuss certain things on technology, cybersecurity, and the combination of both, and also the how to manage the resilience and business continuity. So as there was a short introduction, if I request Gaurav to tell us a little bit about you, and similarly, other can continue.
Yeah, thanks Sujoy for having me in this particular panel discussion with the esteemed colleagues. My name is Gaurav Ranade. As of now, being as the CTO for the Technocentric Advisory. In industry for last 28 years, presently in present role, writing few RFPs for defense forces, public sector units, and enterprises. Basically into data centers, security operations centers, and the cloud RFPs. That's a so far for me.
Okay. Hi guys, my name is Shivendra. I'm from HCLTech. I'm working as the CTO for the NVIDIA ecosystem. Approximately 2 decades of experience in IT industry. And my role has been that I primarily come from infrastructure side. Then some bit of cyber as well, cybersecurity, then mostly infrastructure and how do we secure infrastructure. That has been my forte so far. Yeah, and looking forward to this panel. Thank you.
Yeah, hi. Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Arvind Bhisikar. I am leading IT initiatives in major ports of India. We have 3-tier IT systems. One is the regulatory system that is called the Maritime Single Window, Sagar Setu. Apart from that, at the port level, there is a port operating system. This is the complete ERP system based on the SAP with other auxiliary modules, including the port operations. Apart from that, some private terminals are there. Those are having their own terminal operating systems. So these 3 major ecosystems, IT ecosystem at the port level, that is also integrated with the other ministries initiative, like for the custom kind of thing where the Ministry of Finance take the duty on the import-export. That is the 𝐼𝐧 system that is integrated with the MHW Sagar Setu. Apart from that, immigration having their own system. Sea immigration portal is there, so that is also integrated with our MHW Sagar Setu. Apart from that, there is a regulatory thing for the port health organization under the Ministry of Health. So we are integrated with all those things.
Thank you.
Thank you. So myself, Mohd Kaishulla. I am the CIO of the EPACK Durable Limited. 21 years experience in the manufacturing domain. Basically, I lead that functional and technical team. On my expertise side, I had expertise in the manufacturing domain and do the connectivity and the security setup of the AL, ML, and IoTs. From the last 6 years, I am leading the EPACK group in the manufacturing excellence. Thank you.
Thanks. So myself, Sujoy Brahmachari. Currently, I am associated working with Rosmerta Group as a CIO and CISO. Overall, 35 years of experience in this industry. In past, work with Hero Group, Ranbaxy, Sun Pharma, and American Express, and few small more. that, that is my brief introduction here. So let's start the panel discussion. I'll start with the Gaurav, the corner man. So Gaurav, today business leaders expect faster innovation while maintaining the strong security and the compliance. How can enterprise strike the right balance between the agility and the cyber resilience?
Great two words. It's resiliency and the innovation which has to be taken care of. I think at the leadership level, what we believe that the innovation which has to be taken on a security perspective, without security, that innovation won't be taken into a proper consideration. It's more like as a rapidly secure innovation which need to be taken care of. Now, I think there are four different aspects which everybody has to be taken care while we were taking into the resilience and the innovation perspective on that part. The security should not be like as a check mark. Security should be a part of an architecture from the day one itself, rather than you design something like as an infrastructure and then decided that what should be the security components in that part. It slows down that particular speed. And then the speed, if it is slowing down in any of an enterprise, that becomes like as a business risk in that aspects. So risk with the resilience, which need to be taken care of, that has to go hand in hand for that. It's not two different words altogether, and then to look at that particular aspect in it. It's also like the cross-cultural, like as all the functionaries that have to be evolved within themselves, be it to CIO, CTO, CISOs, as well as the HR, the functional heads. They all have to be amalgamated all together, and then to make it one single particular decision for all the programs which need to be taken care on that part. The third portion would be more on the aspects of the infrastructure side, which need to be taken into the resilience portion, and then the architecture which need to be defined in any of an aspect that makes it more secure on that side. The final portion would be more onto our compliance side, which need to be adhered to all the compliances in that aspect. So innovation, which works with the business goal itself, that need to be applied in that. So resilience with the risk factor, that will make it innovation in a pacer mode.
Great. Basically what you said, if I can sum it up in one or two words, is that security can't be afterthought. Yeah. It has to be baked in during the design phase, and you have to go live securely. Thank you. So, Shivendra, I'm coming to you. As organizations are rolling up in cloud, AI, digital transformation initiatives, how do you set the definition of enterprise resilience evolving beyond the traditional the cyber security setups people are having?
Yeah, so I think this is the fourth panel, right, which we are doing.
No, this is
the
third one.
Third panel. So last two panels have already discussed this to some extent. See, traditional security, we all know it's like a fortress, right? Traditional security, where your systems, your people, your vendors, everyone was part of that, that castle. But now with the advent of, cloud, with the advent of, AI now, the things are getting dispersed, right? Your systems are going out of that boundaries, right? You might be running a business in Japan. Your systems might be running from Frankfurt. The person who is working on those systems might be from India, right? So things are changing, right? Attack surface has increased. It has become global, which means that previously when you used to look at, let's say, mean time to recover, that was your matrix, right? To recover, in how much time you can recover. Now you actually know that you will be attacked. Attacker might be sitting on your system already. Might be he has not activated the attack, right? So what best you can do? You first have to make sure that from mean time to repair, you get into a methodology where you reduce the attack, impact on your organization, right? So basically what we call it like, the blast radius. You reduce the blast radius, right? So, you make sure that all your systems are modular. So let's say if your supplier is sitting somewhere, let's say North America, and you are an organization working, let's say in Europe, and your attack has happened on that supplier, right? So you have to make sure that only the North American network gets impacted, not the Europe headquarters. So those kind of methodologies have to be baked in. Now, previously you were actually just creating parameters, right? Now you are actually making sure that once somebody gets into it, so it's like you are making it right now. It is more biological, right? You as a person, you exercise, you take your vitamins, and you make yourself immune. You know diseases are going to happen to you, but how do you cure those diseases? How do you recover well? Is something which. So this is basically changing these days.
Right. Understand. Good. So basically, if I sum up your answer is that you need to have a good visibility system where you can take immediate action or proactive action, so that you stop the spreading of that particular issue.
Correct.
Okay. So Dr. Saab, as an enterprise ecosystem has become more interconnected through API, third-party platforms, and hybrid environment, how important is digital trust in ensuring the long-term business continuity?
Yeah, absolutely. The digital trust is the core of this IT system, where you can say without this kind of the building the trust in the ecosystem, all the partners, all the stakeholders, if the trust is not there, that is the digital trust, so no system can be sustained there. In the complex system of the Indian ports, where the multiple systems are integrated through the API, through other mode, these system, not only the IT system only, these are some kind of the operational system, the OT systems are also there. The data collected from the sensors, the IoT device at the field level, as well as the tracking of the ships and all those things are collected at the central level, process it, and then disseminate to the other stakeholders for seamless integration. So there is a chance for data leakage, the cybersecurity threats, and all those things. So to combine all those things and build a trustable system, adhering to all the best practices, because we follow the norms that is set up internationally by the Indian Maritime Organization, because the ports are the things, these need to be adhere with the global standard, right? And then we have our own cybersecurity laws, DP Act and other IT acts that is enabling us to make our system more secure and trustworthy.
Great, sir. So most important thing is the access control.
Yeah.
So you have to have a good access control in place, which you can, people say zero trust or digital trust. So trust is very important, most important thing, but you need to have a mechanism to do that, and it has to be seamless also, so that there is no impact on the user experience, and your security and resiliences are also not impacted. So it's a balance between both. Thank you. So Mohammed Saab, with cybersecurity becoming more sophisticated and targeted, what should be the top priority of CIOs and CISOs in building future-ready security framework over coming years, in short term and long term?
Thank you. And CIO and CISOs always come in picture when something happens.
We are paid for that.
So earlier the CIO and CISO's role was very limited. Now with the advent of AI and the expansion of AI, the role and responsibility and the CIO and CISOs are cross the boundaries and regions. So today we have to understand the cyber attack never happened randomly. It is targeted and precise. So the question is not whether I have been attacked or not. The question is how well we have prepared. CISOs and CIOs have to take the charge to build a framework that not only protect the organization, but to adapt and recover if anything happen. So to monitor all this, there should be some policies. Without policies, this cannot be implemented. So the CIOs have to overcome from the protective to think that it's happened, and rigorously he has to continuously monitor it. As panelists say, zero trust, digital trust, it should be not limited to micro network. It should be enabled to identify first. Beyond that, we have to look after the rights which are given to the users, whether it is internal or external. Both we have to monitor it and remove the rights which is not needed. The more and more rigorously we follow this policy, we are safe. And apart from this, now daily new technologies are coming up. So we cannot manually, it's not possible to look after the behavior. Some analytic behavior tool to be implemented, so that give the real-time picture that to be configured and as per the situation needed. Now the standard set pattern of rules cannot work. We have to change as per the situation. Apart from this, human risk and the security environment, security culture. We have to build the security culture. Technology cannot protect. It can minimize the impact, but it cannot be protect. Ultimately, it is a human being that should be aware. We have to create a culture where all employees should be trained and aware about the security risk. Because now, the phishing and the social engineering attack are more than the phase of the defensive. The way we build the one technology to stop the attack, tomorrow another will come up. So it is the ultimately human being who have to made aware of those risks. Then only we can protect our organization. And finally is the AI governance. Nowadays, people are randomly implementing, or by force they are implementing the AI, but there should be some governance within our organization to look after it. And if anything happened, there must be some mitigation plan, policies available to help the organization to overcome. Today, we are working a lot to protect within one side of the firewall. But what happened exactly the other side of the fire? That is the vendor, the outsourced vendor. Now, with the hybrid technology, outsourced vendor is the part of every organization. We have to continuously monitor at their side also how well they are prepared in the face of cybersecurity. Thank you.
Good, sir. So basically what you said that, if I sum up, is that continuous training and awareness, continuous education needs to be there in place. And obviously it has to be part of the enterprise security framework which organization should have to have the business continuity. Good, sir. So Gaurav, I'm again coming back to you. Many enterprises are investing on AI-driven infrastructure. AI is the key thing. What are the biggest operational and governance challenge organizations still need to overcome?
I think, Sujoy, it's a very pertinent question nowadays for every single organization, be it into enterprise, public sector unit, or the government. None of the organization would be left out from the impact of AI. It makes it that every single activity or the transaction is happening by the AI itself. Most of the organizations are not yet ready. Let's be very very open on that particular feedback for that, that the ground realities are totally different from what we are looking at the aspects of that the organizations are ready for AI. They are adopting all these particular solutions. Their agents, they are using it, but still they are trying to figure it out that which way this AI has to be implemented, what kind of the frameworks or the security architectures to be deployed for the AI, not to be maintained on that part. Because when we say about that the enterprise market, that's a slightly better than the public sector units or the government area, right? So the governance challenges are quite huge in every single aspects. When we talk about the SMB sector, that's like as that still they are figuring out that whether I have been attacked, like as a previously somebody said about that. AI is that which way you are going to utilize in any aspect of workflows within your organization. It totally depends on to whether you wanted to look at from the data center or the infrastructure side, whether you wanted to look out from the security operations center and the cyber resilience model on that particular part. But there are multiple enterprise onto that, like as a SAP or other functional, the business automation which need to be happening on that aspect. So frameworks yet to evolve. It's not been implemented. It's like as an evolving journey. I think that the next 1.5 years, while the organizations will be ready for that particular framework itself, AI will come out into a totally different shape altogether. So we are in a very interesting phase as if now we are living into that every single quarter, like as after another 3 months, we are getting another advent of a technology within the AI itself. Somebody will talk about the open AI, then chat, the mythos, then cloud, then other aspects. So very interesting one, but I think this is the time when we are just in a position to wait and watch, but parallelly we have to train ourselves, looking into that aspects. LLMs had to be involved in that part. We need to train or educate ourselves on the what should be the next scenarios. Like Mr. Mohammed already said that the CIOs and the CISOs responsibility, that how these particular workflows have to be implemented to make it as a BCP, the business continuity had to be flown in that aspects. So that is more like as a challenging as of now, and I believe for the next couple of years, it's going to be very interesting for all of us in that aspect.
You want to add something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sir rightly said about the governance part. So, I want to highlight the operational part also. Nowadays, enterprises are doing the investment lot on the AI-based technology. So, investment is the one thing, they can do it, but do the huge investment in the cloud. So the cost optimization is also one of the operational challenges the enterprises are facing. Due to the number of technologies, hybrid infra, lot of investment has been done either on the cloud or on the on-premises. And going forward, the number of years pass, all this investment become day by day increasing. So while doing the investment, the organization must think to centralize the activities, so to reduce the do the cost optimization. Another part is like, while making a complex infra, whether it is cloud or hybrid or on-premises, there are lot of misconfiguration, either knowingly or lack of knowledge. So the resource needed to maintain these activities are very costly. That is also a long-term burden on the organization. So all organizations who are focusing on the AI side, investment on the AI side, must take care of this investment, this operational cost also for the long-term sustainability.
Good, sir. So basically what, if I can share my personal experience on implementation of AI solution. There are two ways generally people are adopting AI. One is the OEM solution which has built-in embedded AI in that, and people are enjoying those features. Second is the most important thing, which is custom built. The custom developed, which is required for a specific function or a particular process and all, there the most important thing what I feel is that people should do the risk assessment before implementing that solution. Proper guardrails has to be there in place, and the operating procedures has to be in place for a long-term basis, so that there is no any challenge you can foresee, not only from the security side, also from the skill side. So, because this particular technology is evolving very, very fast, and you can see a lot of different avatars are coming up, and in future it is also going to come. So you can't be complacent by implementing one solution in your organization. So, Shailendra, I'm coming back to you. So, how can organization build a culture where security, resilience, and risk awareness become the shared responsibility across all the function?
First of all, security should not be considered as a job of one department, right?
Correct.
It has to be baked into every business unit. In fact, let's say if your developers are writing code, right, security has to be baked into that. If your agents are firing queries, right, many people have queries that, my agent will fire something, right? There might be a security issue. My agent has reacted. I don't know what he has done. Now, CISO might get a call in 2 a.m. in the morning, and I have to fix it. They will call their team, and everything is disrupted. So how do you put, let's say, OTA tools which can monitor your agents, right? And then how can you put open telemetry for your agents, which will understand what actions your agents have taken? So basically, what I'm trying to say is it is a shared responsibility. Every business unit who is working on IT infrastructure, whether shadow or whether in the enterprise IT, they have to take it as their responsibility. I think that is the only thing which I can say.
Bottom line, it's a common response across the organizations.
It's a common responsibility, yes.
So security function can assist, educate, and do the operational piece. But at the end, everybody has to take the responsibility.
If a user is behaving
everyone
foolish,
is playing with the critical data, important data.
Correct.
They should understand how to safeguard their intellectual properties.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
Thank you. Yes, you want to, sorry.
So, no, it's okay, fine. So, as I said, it is a shared responsibility, not in the one department, or specifically when say one department is not the IT responsibility. So how to achieve it? So I always focus the cross-function training. While doing the cross-function training, we can make aware more and more people how the IT is working, how they are protecting, and now it is your responsibility to get the part of it.
Great, sir. Dr. Sir, you want to add anything on this?
So IT part is the important thing that we have already discussed. So the thing that the complete ecosystem should be in such a way that everybody can have a seamless access, no restrictions beyond the simple operations that is required, the requirement of the business organization. Yeah. And apart from that, I believe the cybersecurity thing, the other interventions, the issues related to data privacy, data security, that should be addressed appropriately.
Thank you. Any question from the audience side? Manoj sir? Anything you want to ask the panel? Today I'm doing the very simple work. I'm asking question. Otherwise, always I'm this side. Anyone? So, shall we close the panel here? You want to ask anything? Can you give the mic to him? Please introduce yourself also.
Hello, my name is Abhishek. I am CIO and Director of Operations with 𝐸COML. My question
Very
is
interesting
related
question.
to
Gaurav, you want to
the
take it, or?
responsible part of AI.
I think
we've been talking about
realistic view that the
implementation,
adoption of AI. I think a couple of years back,
and,
everybody was talking about that how this
I'm
AI
pretty
has to
soon
be
we are going
implemented,
to
right? This is going
be
to
at a
take our
stage,
jobs back,
or
and
probably
then
will reach the
within that
threshold
gradually,
where we'll
we
start
what we
talking
were taking out
about
that everybody
responsible
was
use
using
of
the
AI.
chat GPT
So
for
before we
writing
hit
their
that threshold,
emails, their
what does
offices,
this
the
panel
resignations, the
think
increment
of,
letters,
from
and then they found that
from
there
a
is
strategic
another
and
kind
from
of an AI tool
standpoint?
or
Thank
agent
you.
which need to prepare the presentations, then voiceover, then different agents were floating into the web of the world, and then everybody was just was fascinated about that how this AI is to be implemented. As Sujoy earlier mentioned, that many of the tools which provided by the OEM as an inbuilt AI perspective in their technologies, while either into a data center, infrastructure, their security operations centers, that the AI which need to be advent into, and then you have to use of it in that aspect. Still, I think that the most of, we are into that particular dilemma that how this AI is going to transform our day-to-day lives. That as if I am a student, I need that the component or the portion of an AI only for the limited use of that particular portion, that the writing, that the presentations or certain mails and certain other events. As the role grows up that into a chief information officer, CISO, CTOs, then our technology for AI perspective, the adoption is totally different in that aspect. What I believe in that way, that whether it will be appropriate use of AI, how this discussion, the responsibility need to be taken care of. Still, it's an evolving phase. Offensive AI, defensive AI, that proactive or reactive, which way you have to do that the certain jargons had taken as a predictive or agentic AI in that aspect as well. But still, it's more like as a journey which we are working it on. And you never know that after 3 months, that what kind of an agent which is coming up. Like recently, we got that particular news that the Chinese army has placed a marathon for the robots as well, with the advent of an AI, the involvement of those particular agents in it. I don't know that what kind of a use cases are coming up in future for the AI usability for it. What guardrails had to be placed into the certain aspects. Recently, if you might have followed certain podcasts, that one of our cybersecurity influencers had mentioned that just like as the fertility reports which has been uploaded over the chat GPT, it shows that whether it is a baby boy or a baby girl, that guardrail has to be deployed by the government of India in that AI aspect as well. Now, which extent it will go and what level of AI misuse is going to be happen, we don't know. We don't know that what extent it's going to impact our daily livelihood. So far, it's more like as banana images are coming, that certain images you have to put it and put it over the Insta or social media for that. But I think the AI is way beyond. The certain use cases which are already been used in Western countries are totally different rather than what we are doing it in India. As far as the CISOs or the role of a CISO or the CTOs in the SOC or data center perspective, let me tell you that many of the tools which claim to be with the inbuilt AI, as Sujoy already mentioned, that we have to do the risk assessment on those particular AI implementation as well. It's a bit tricky. At this point in time, we did the multiple tool inspections, the audits, and then we found that what has been claimed, it is a totally reverse out of it. So it's interesting time. Let's wait and watch.
Thank you, Gaurav.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to add, use word called responsible. So most important thing, if you want to have a responsible AI, your data model has to be very accurate. If you are using any external data model, see the business outcome and then only implement. Do a proper thorough POC and if you are using enterprise data model, your data accuracy will play a very important role. Then only there will be no unbiased or biased or any incorrect output. So responsible AI is, for responsible AI, the data model will play a vital role, which you are using.
But I think most of the time that the POCs, when you try to do that, they have a preset models. Preset models. They don't go beyond that.
You have to validate your business outcomes. That's it. Anybody else? Or we can wrap it here? No one. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Pen.